Hello, welcome to Alloy Day 29 here at Experimental Sound Studio in Chicago. I am Xian Costello and I will be working on my Opus 10, Chopin Etudes Opus 10 project where I create a personalized prepared piano setup for each of the etudes in Opus 10. And a prepared piano setup is basically the insertion or placement of metal, plastic, rubber, paper, any materials that are small enough to be lodged in between the strings or to be draped over it or anything else you could imagine. And it's all inside the piano, inside the strings like this here. And it creates really amazing sounds. So I'm going to create one for each of the Chopin etudes. I've gone through 10 of the 12, and today I'll be tackling for the first time Chopin Etude Opus 10, number 11, the arpeggios in E flat major, and or I guess you could call it broken chords or something. Anyway, it's a really great piece, and it's one of my favorites actually, and I have some ideas already around that. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you enjoy watching. Here's an idea I'm going to keep expanding outward. We have foam pencil grips right near the bridge, and then we have loose fitting fishhook screws in front of them. They're always on the second and third strings, so the two rightmost strings of each note. The idea is to create a sparkle but also a thinness to the sound, and also the practical reason is this foam pencil grips will block the loosely fitting fishhook screws from getting too close to the bridge. So here's a system of foam pencil grips I've gotten into using here across all three, and then a fatter but crumpled together and lodged between the second and third. I'm trying to deaden everything, so it's kind of an opposite effect of what I usually try to do with foam pencil grips. I'm trying to find the most subdued sound possible. And at this point I had to triple the foam pencil grips to really deaden the sound here because it was just particularly resonant. Interesting, I found that it worked really well by the bridge for a couple notes. The distances just are so hard to tell. You just kind of have to use your ears and decide what to do from there. Just to document how I've been cutting the foam pencil grips. Scrunch it and I put it between two of the three strings. These are for the low notes that are only two string notes. Use two of them, one here, one there, and then another one right below it. So And this is Opus 10, number 11 in E flat major. Just a few notes. I doubled up a few of these foam pencil grips, and every once in a while I open it up for just single ones. This is just a little hack for doing this because there's only one string on this note, and I just wanted it to still have the same sort of sound. So it's just more of a creative way to match the mutedness of the other. These are all doubled with 2 of the 3 muted twice, and then one of the strings is just muted once. Particularly resonant. The space between the strings gets wider too right here. So this was interesting. I found that it worked really well by the bridge for a couple notes. The distances just are so hard to tell. You just kind of have to use your ears. And third strings here, there's doubled because these are just brighter notes to match. And then at the top we have double fishhook screw, an A flat, and the highest E flat at the end of the piece. Open. So that part is open when it gets up there. And that about covers it. It was a really fun day. Hope you enjoyed watching.